Pace work to be completed. English Pace RR11, page 5 until 6. Page 5. Comprehension, sequencing. Listen carefully. A fish is a water animal that is very good for us to eat. Before we can eat a delicious fish dinner, someone has to catch the fish. Then the fish must be cleaned and cooked. At least the fish is ready to be eaten. Look at the pictures. With your finger, point to the picture that shows what must happen first. Now, put your finger on the number 1 under the picture that shows what must happen first. With your pencil, circle the number 1. Repeat steps 3 and 4, making appropriate changes in wording for what happens second, third, and fourth. Page 6. Big O and little o cookies. Listen carefully. The cookie jar is empty. We want to put only the big O and little o cookies in the cookie jar. With your eyes, find the cookies that have a big O or a little o on them. With your pencil, draw a line from each big O and each little o cookie to the cookie jar. Cross out the cookies that do not have a big O or a little o. Circle the number that tells how many big O, little o cookies there are all together. Pace work to be completed. Science Pace RR11, page 3 until 4. Page 3. Land animals. Listen carefully. We have learned that God made some special animals called birds. Birds live mostly in the air. God made other animals that live on land. Some land animals are very big. Elephants and deer are big land animals. Some land animals are very small. Mice and rabbits are small land animals. Look at the picture. With your pencil, circle the animals that live mostly in the air. With your crayon, color the smallest land animal. With your crayon, color the biggest land animal. Page 4. Water animal. Listen carefully. Some animals live on land. Some animals live in the air. Can you tell me where fish live? That's right, fish live in the water. Fish, whales, and octopus are water animals. God made these animals in a special way so that they can live in water. Look at the picture. With your crayons, color only the water animals. With your red crayon, cross out the animals that don't live in water. Pace work to be completed. Social Studies Pace RR11, page 8 until 9. History, Tower of Babel. Listen carefully. The Bible tells us that long ago there was a time when everyone on earth spoke the same language. To speak the same language means that wherever you go, people use the same words. These people begin to build a tower. Since they had no problem talking to each other, the people believed they could do anything. They thought they didn't need God. They thought they could build a tower that would go up to heaven. God knew they were full of sin, so God came down and mixed up their language. God made all the people speak different language. The people could not talk to each other, so they could not work together to finish the tower. God did this because God wanted the people to get to heaven. God knew they could not climb to heaven on a tall tower. Jesus is the only way to get to heaven. Think, there was a time when everyone spoke the same. To speak the same language means that wherever you go, people use the same. The people began to build the people believed they could do. The people thought they didn't need. The people thought they could build a tower that would reach to. God knew the people were full of. Why were the people not able to finish building the tower? Why did God mix up their language? Blah 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 is the only way to get to heaven. Fill in the blah blah blah. With your pencil, beginning at the arrow, follow the dots to make the tower that did not reach to heaven. Page 9, History, Dispersion. Listen carefully. Do you remember that God made all the people to speak different language? Everything was mixed up. Everything was mixed up. The people could no longer work together to build the tower. People began packing their things. They moved to many different places. The people moved where others could talk their language. This was God's plan to have people living in all parts of our world. Look carefully at the pictures. With your pencil, draw a line between the people that would speak the same language. Pace word